Hi, Capricorn rising sign. Welcome back to my channel. Let's have a look at the last 4 days of the month from the 27th of May until the 31st of May. It's quite a busy end of the month, actually, but mostly I would say it is looking not too bad. So, for you, this week represents a profound operational crossroad with the Sun and Mercury completely lighting up your sixth house. Your mind is hyper focused on streamlining your daily life, optimizing your business systems, organizing your physical habits. But to truly unlock that efficiency you are looking for, or the sixth house can offer you, you are facing a massive structural test regarding your private life, your family dynamics, and your deepest sense of emotional safety. As a Capricorn rising, you are the natural master of structure, discipline, long-term planning. Your chart is ruled by Saturn, meaning you understand the value of hard work better than anyone. And this week, or the next few weeks actually looks like that you are going to be working quite a lot. But maybe lately you have felt like a heavy bottleneck at the very base of your chart. You have been trying to reorganize your daily work routines, maybe, launching a new business, an operational system, protect your physical health, but your domestic responsibilities, family obligations, old patterns of emotional self-doubt have been acting like an anchor holding you down. So this week, the bottleneck should start officially break. We have a story unfolding day by day, and that story is forcing you to establish hard boundaries at home, making radical changes how you manage your everyday life, your business labor, confront a years-long domestic wound, and lock a brilliant long-term financial strategy into place. So why is that? Well, first of all, we kick off the week on the 28th of May with Venus squaring Saturn. So Venus is in your seventh house and Saturn is in your fourth house. And this is testing your one-on-one relationships and your home life. Venus is currently moving through your opposite sign of Cancer, lighting up the seventh house, the house of committed partnership, business associates, client, consultations, legal matters. Venus here wants harmony, cozy collaborations, cozy partnerships, supportive rapport with the people you work with directly or the people that you work or spend time together with. But on this day, Venus forms that friction-filled square to your chart ruler, Saturn, which is sitting at the very base of your chart, the fourth house, the house of home, family, domestic roots, very much your internal being. So this is a clash between your close relationships and the cold, hard boundaries or obligations within your private domain. You might be ready to sit down, for example, with a client or collaborate with a business partner or even enjoy peace in a relationship. But maybe there is domestic emergencies, a heavy family obligation, household bills. And those are all kind of like slamming the brakes on that momentum. Alternatively, a partner might express a cold, distant boundary, or simply you would like to spend a little bit of a quality time together with others, while you have to be at the same time attending the needs, let's say, of kids, because Venus rules the fifth house as well. Somehow, this square can suck the fun out of the relationship due to heavy responsibilities. Saturn in your fourth house acts as a strict auditor of your foundation. It forces a reality check. This is asking you, are you relying too heavily on external relationships and validations from others to make you feel safe, while your actual home environment or inner emotional foundation lacks the necessary structure to support you? You might be experiencing delays, for example, connected to property sales. Seventh house represents clients, fourth house represents properties. Or you might even receive a no, for example, your land from your landlord, or you want to be having a lease or renting a property and so forth. This is somehow Saturn telling you to respect the boundary, Set the boundaries with your loved ones, clean up your private environment, understand that professional or personal stability must be built from foundation up. Now, on the next day, Ceres enters your sixth house, the sign of Gemini. And once Saturn forces you to tighten up the rules at home, the cosmos actually hands you a tool to manage your everyday work systems and optimize your efficiency. Now, Ceres is leaving your fifth house, right? And then it has been there for a good 3 months. And maybe for the past several weeks, your nurturing energy was focused on joy, creative expression, taking care of the kids, taking care of your passionate projects. Now, the way you feed your sense of security is changing. We become more organized, we are more diverse when it comes to our daily habits. Maybe you are going to be noticing a sudden powerful drive to focus on the fine details of your work, sticking to a slow, unorganized routine, or handling tasks in a disorganized manner, or simply having to do the boring stuff could be something that you might not be able to tolerate. So this series is very much about reorganizing your calendar a little bit, auditing your kind of tools as well. What do I need? What do I not need? Maybe you want to be helping yourself by purchasing some new tools at home. For example, I love my Instant Pot. Seriously, it has saved me so much time. For example, nobody's supporting this video, but I like sharing my life hacks. And that Instant Pot, I make my soup in it, my rice, my all my meats. I'm pretty much making there. Today I even boiled a potato there because I was rushing and I just put a potato in there because I was making mashed potato. And then I dropped the kids, well, my dogs, to the groomer. By the time it was ready, by the time I got home, the potato was ready, so I didn't have to stand right next to the stove. So, this is the sixth house, making our lives a lot more efficient. And Gemini can represent purchase. But also, this is brilliant to try out, especially with that series and Uranus conjunction, which is only going to be happening next week. But trying out some dynamic new health and wellness routine just to keep your nervous system sharp. There is a warning here as well because we can be scattering our daily attention. So don't try to micromanage 10 different minor tasks at once. Focus on the core operational data that truly optimizes your day and, of course, protects your time as well. Maybe if you're an entrepreneur, an educator, or a creator, Series in the sixth house says that your business now can be sustained right through practical, multifaceted teachings and clear operational manuals, mechanics. It's like giving your team like a schedule or a certain type of actionable structure, and then things should be thriving because series represents growth. Now, on the 29th of May, oh, it shifted the rising sign. Oh, yeah, because I went hours. So on the 29th of May, we've got Chiron entering the energetic degree of Aries. That's a final exam there. That's the finish line, again, at the very base of your chart. Chiron has been here since 2018, kind of tucked away in this deeply private house, exposing every single wound you carry around: belonging, early childhood safety, survival patterns, where you felt you had to be maybe the hyper responsible anchor for everyone else at home because nobody else would have stepped up. Now, at this 29 energetic degree, that energy reaches kind of like that pressurized bottleneck. This is your domestic final exam. I think you are likely to face a situation in the next few weeks that perfectly echoes an old family or emotional trauma. a domestic issue, a family interaction, a deep wave of internal kind of like imposter syndrome might trigger that familiar childhood fear of I'm not completely perfect or I'm not in control. My world is going to collapse. But in the past, you might have suppressed your feelings or overcompensated by working yourself to the bone to secure your external walls. But now Chiron says the medicine is that I'm going to have an unshakable emotional foundation. I'm going to be looking at my private life. I'm going to realize I no longer need to carry the psychological weight of the past to deserve a safe home. And this could lead to a massive breakthrough. You might be permanently closing the door on ancestral burdens, on parents. You might walk out of a home. You stop trying to fix the past and you step into the true future, basically. That would be the message of the 29-degree Chiron. Now, on the same day, 29th, Hera enters Virgo, which is your ninth house, and on the 30th, Circe will be entering your eighth house. Now, Hera is the asteroid of commitment. So I'm committed to an educational program. I'm committed to relocation. I'm committed to publishing something. So it's all about getting clarity on what I need to study. I need a clear message about how the future looks like. So maybe a Capricorn is going to decide to have a reading with me. Welcome, come and I potentially can help you a lot on that. But also, I would like to mention that the ninth house is a relocation house, and I'm about to be launching my 16-week relocation course. It's going to be a big hit, surely, because because in the next 7 years, people are going to be migrating a lot more. I can see that. So if you want to figure out where the best place is to live at, you might want to join this course. You can check the syllabus on my website. But let's say if you're a teacher, this is about optimizing your academic materials, refining your teaching models, set clear parameters for long distance projects. This is about being committed to your vision. And then with Circe entering your eighth house, the house of shared finances, deep investments, psychological trauma, assets, passive revenue streams as well. So, because Circe represents magnetism and persuasion, moving into Leo in your eighth house, it shows that your ability to manage deep power dynamics and attract financial backing is actually at an absolute all-time high. So if you are like a pitching a financial investor, restructuring a contract, offering high value service, this is your cue to speak up, to be bold, to kind of embrace that royal authority aura. It says don't play small or don't discount your worth. It's about building up the confidence. It's about looking at what ways I can actually make money, what ways I can draw financial abundance into my life. Now, on the next day, 31st, out of bound Mercury is going to start sextiling your Chiron. And Mercury is out of bounds. It's completely flying off the handle, really. It's in your sixth house, the house of daily operations. So your logical intellect is operating totally outside the box. It is coming up with new ways of kind of like working and new systems. It is disregarding any type of traditional matters. But maybe you have been feeling physically drained with Chiron on 29-degree, operationally gridlocked, anxious about your schedule all week. And then all of a sudden, we've got this flash of genius hitting you. It is about an unconventional workflow strategy and an out of the blue job offer as well. It's a strategy or an insight regarding your daily system. It's just going to pop into your head, somehow handing you the key to dissolve those foundational worries. Like, with Chiron, I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to pay the bills or the rent. And then all of a sudden, with that Chiron, certain type of work opportunities could be popping up. It doesn't mean that our worry is going to disappear forever, but this supportive aspect this week can help you out. Simultaneously, the Sun is sextiling Pallas and trining Juno as well. So Juno is in your second house and Pallas is in your fourth house. And you start seeing the pattern within your family, most likely. Maybe it's a domestic strategy, like living circumstances that you start seeing the pattern in, or you start seeing that, oh, I can actually work from home. Why is that? Because the sun trines Juno, so that's about making money there. And the sun is also in a working house too. And the fourth house is about working from home. So it's about securing your income. It's about optimizing your business operations, boosting your income, and securing your long-term legacy. And then the last topic is, which I'm just going to be mentioning very briefly, because I'm going to be making a separate video about this, of course, but Mercury enters Cancer. And the reason why I'm going to be making a separate video about this and I'm going to be breaking this down for all 12 signs because Mercury is going to be spending 2.5 months in the sign of Cancer due to its retrogression. But we were busy solving problems of that with that sixth house, and then now it's about relational intelligence. It's a shift from managing everyday labor to connecting directly with your co-partners. So imagine that so far you tried doing everything alone, and then now I'm going to get others involved in that as well. So this is about stepping into a strategic authority to build on that system further, but with someone else. And I'm going to be having this heartfelt, supportive communication with the people you serve, with your clients, and so forth. So, Capricorn rising, I think you checked your domestic boundaries, you reclaimed your emotional power, you are building a flawless blueprint for your financial and operational growth. Now it's time to stand tall in your own mastery. Thank you very much for watching. Share your breakthroughs and insights in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button, and I will see you in the very next forecast. Take care. Bye bye.